recording live from Groundstack Coffee. It is your Worst Neighbors podcast. Raise your hand if you heard of us before. One person that we know. Two, three. Yeah. Raise your hand if you're gonna start listening to us after this. There we go. So
that's what we want.
So we're basically a comedy podcast, two comedians, two real-life neighbors, me and PX. Neighbors, but I'm really actually just stalking her, you know. Well, so whatever it takes, guys. If you're going to spend money on a mortgage to live next to her, whatever it takes.
This is actually my second ex-husband, guys. This story.
The one that's still alive. She hasn't killed me yet. For now.
But what the audience here knows that we're in Stockton, but the people that are actually going to be listening to the podcast don't know we're in Stockton right now. So
I think people listening to the podcast don't know where Stockton is. I think we're okay. I think for them, Stockton is like an abstract.
No, people know where Stockton is. George Lucas, isn't he from out here? Like...
You know, it's so funny you mentioned that. We were looking at celebrities that came out of Stockton. Did you know that Chris Isaac came out of Stockton?
Who's that?
Oh, fuck.
But you guys know George
Chris
Lucas.
Isaac, was it Wicked Games? What?
No one knows who he is, so let's change the topic.
He had that one hit. He tried to kiss Cameron Diaz at the VMAs.
Is he a singer?
He's a singer.
Wait, is he the one that he married?
Chris Isaac. I don't care if we get taken off for copyright.
You know who it is, Jose?
We're playing some Chris Isaac right now.
Robin Williams,
for the listeners. So for the listeners that did not hear that, we have a gentleman,
Jose Olivas,
telling me that Robin Williams filmed a scene here for Flubber.
Yes.
Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones was filmed out here. Did you guys know that? You guys are from Stockton.
Yeah. The Temple of Doom with all those.
UOP. Yeah. So
is that where they filmed him like releasing all those Indian kids in the cave?
No, not that. It's the part where they're doing the university part and they're talking about a school, and that's where this is filmed. Now, I don't want to say George Lucas is originally from Stockton.
Yeah.
So that's why when you're like, no one knows where. No, people know where fucking. This used to be murder capital. Now it's like Oakland. Well, San Francisco.
The Diaz brothers are out here, right? Diaz brothers.
Who's the Diaz brothers?
Dude. PX, if the Diaz brothers walk in, you got to challenge them for a fight. You got to fight them.
Why? Wait, are you talking about the MMA fighter?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was out from Stockton. Okay.
Who's born and raised in Stockton in this crowd?
Make some noise.
Or
see?
What is one thing you like about Stockton? The taco trucks?
The food. Yeah, I mean... I
haven't had a taco truck food out here. Is it legit? It's affordable! Whoa! We have a person in the crowd. What's the name of your restaurant? Let's shout it out.
Yeah,
she's like, I own like a Taco Bell franchise. That'll be funny.
Stockton Place.
Yeah. Oh, she threw out the address too.
Homemade tortillas. We're gonna have to check it out. Stockton Place. Okay.
Do you serve lengua? Have you guys ever had lengua tacos? No. You don't serve that? The tongue? It's tongue. Lengua's tongue. It's the only way I could get tongue in my mouth. You know. That's why I order those tacos. She got so turned off. She's like, I'm going back to the coffee.
She's like, we don't serve lengua.
Okay, how about this? Tell me something you don't like about Stockton.
Okay, that's a good one. Something you don't like about this. It's a very long list.
What's
the top?
You know what?
List?
Most of this crowd are women, I think.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys here, but mostly women. How are the guys out here?
How are the guys out here?
Am I a Stockton 5 or am I a Stockton 10? In San Jose, I'm a 15.
Why would you ask that?
In San Jose, I'm a 15.
You mean negative?
Positive. 15.
Out of 20 or 100? Like, what is this?
Out of 5. Out of 5.
So you're overestimating yourself.
Do you guys see how she's trying to lower my self-esteem right now? You guys see that?
No, not at all. This is what happens when you do a podcast with your neighbor.
This is why I'm lonely.
We're honest here. I'm not holding back, Jorge.
But seriously, how are the guys out here?
How are the guys?
Taco lady, how's the guys out here?
Taco lady. Stockton Place.
Stockton Place. How are the guys here?
The gentlemen here.
Yeah.
Are there gentlemen's out here? Her friend's saying yes.
Yeah. But her other friend's saying no. Hitmen?
Hey, I would have to say that the number one thing, I mean, I'm not from Stockton, but I would have to say the number one thing that I don't like is the crime. There's crime. There's crime everywhere, you know, but
is that true?
I would have to say the number one, I don't like crime. Right? Can we agree we don't want crime, right?
Well, I think, hold on. Some crime's okay.
No,
So
I remember.
It depends on the crime. There's white crime. There's blue collar crime. There's taco crime.
He's the worst neighbor. He's the worst neighbor.
But be specific. What kind of crime we talking? Well,
there was a shooting once at the police station. I want to say here in Stockton, at the police station.
Like they shot at the police. Or the police were shooting
I want to say there was somebody either shooting in or someone shooting out.
Oh, okay,
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
You know what?
Oh man.
Thank you for stopping by, brother. Thank you. You know what? I think he's the guy who shot the police. He's like, fuck. She's talking about it. I gotta get out of here.
It was him.
As soon as she started talking about the shootout at the police station, he got up and left.
Yeah, he was like, "That's my uncle."
Number one suspect, right there. Do we get that on camera? Ooh. That's funny.
Yeah, we got cameras in here.
Well, you know what? You're right. Stockton is dude. Stockton crime is so famous. I think the latest serial killer happened here in Stockton last year, right?
Did you guys hear about that?
You guys hear about that? Yeah, this guy, he shot like, it was him? It kind of looks like him. No, they caught him. They caught him. Yeah.
Your worst neighbor.
But guys, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to the venue. Could give it up one more time for the Groundstack.
Groundstack coffee.
And let's bring up your cousin. Yep. So this place is owned by PX's cousin.
Yep.
Marcus?
His family. Mark, sorry. You are the worst with the names. Marcus,
it's the same, right?
No, it's not. You're adding letters.
Mark, do you prefer Mark or Marcus?
I was born as Mark. So
yeah, why would you do
just
that?
Just because you were born with it doesn't mean you like it.
Well, we said his name is Mark.
Okay, Mark.
So we're gonna call him Jorges instead of Jorge.
Call me Jorges. but Mark, this is a recent business you started, right?
Yes, August. We opened in August 14th.
Yeah.
Just this year.
August 14th?
Yes.
What's like the best thing about serving coffee here in this neighborhood?
The best thing is just making people happy and then drinking like the most unique coffees here in town.
Yeah.
Coffee does make people happy.
Which I like to make an emphasis on why this place is unique, because the coffee names are named after streets.
That's the most obvious if you look at the menu, but however, we don't use syrups in here, so that's what makes it unique.
another thing. Yeah, they don't use any artificial.
So the coffee is named after streets of Stockton.
It's Stockton.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. I remember Elvin would come in and he's like, "I'm waiting for this one street,
the Wilson Street
Way, Way, which is
the Wilson Way.
I'm assuming is that like a bad neighborhood here in Stockton?
It's known to be very
high on crime.
High on prostitution, probably.
Oh,
I don't know.
So we know where to go.
I didn't catch that. What street in Stockton is known for prostitution?
Way.
That's so gross, but where?
Wilson. That's so gross, but where?
Wilson?
We know where Jorge's going
Wilson
after
Way.
the podcast.
Wilson Grave?
Wilson Way.
Wilson Way.
Yes.
Wilson Way.
Guys, after party at Wilson Way.
Well, and that's what Elvin was saying. He's one of the local comedians out here. He's like, I can't wait for Wilson Way Coffee to come out. Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny because like I thought of a name before to name it like Wilson at Midnight or something, but then it sounds very
streetwalkerish.
No, negative.
Why?
I don't want to have anything negative in the menu.
Yeah, you don't have to put Wilson. What's another street that what can the audience expect for like one of your new flavors or new drinks?
Actually, it's just gonna be the same. What they can expect are the holiday drinks. Those are gonna be the ones. Or
so
seasonal drinks. Yes.
And what's the seasonal drink that you guys have?
Currently, we do have the Santa Sleigh, and it's only available in cold brews.
Okay.
It's not available in hot drinks. And there's another one, How's the Gingerbread?
Ooh.
That could be hot or iced, so it's good.
That sounds delicious.
Let me ask you this.
Like gingerbread.
Do you find people requesting the pumpkin spice latte here, and you're just like, we don't serve that?
No, well, see, here's the thing. Pumpkin spice latte is actually trademarked by Starbucks, so you don't really call it spice.
Just like you can't say lightsaber and like unless you pay for shit.
Because that's a common thing that people who work in cafes are annoyed. It's like, we're not Starbucks. Stop asking for a pumpkin spice latte.
And then also they don't have real pumpkin in there. I think it's just spice, like literally spice.
This is like telling me Santa Claus is not real. I do not like this.
No, they don't have pumpkin in there.
I'm a pumpkin spice latte bitch. I'm saying right there. I love that shit. That's.
And again, that's why he's the worst neighbor. Like, you're not white.
That makes me the best neighbor. Pumpkin spice latte. I wear the Ugg boots and everything.
You didn't wear them today.
I didn't have pumpkin spice latte today.
But that's for is that still on the menu?
No, not anymore.
Yeah, because that was for the November Halloween.
Right, exactly, and that actually had like real pumpkins in there.
Yeah.
So that's what made it really cool.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like biting a pumpkin, like literally a pumpkin pie.
So what's the flavors again that we can look forward to?
Currently, it's the Santa's sleigh and how's the gingerbread.
How's the gingerbread? That's cute.
How's the gingerbread?
That's cute.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if you are in the Stockton area and want some coffee, come check out Groundstack Coffee.
Please.
Yes. And drop my name, or actually your worst neighbors.
Do people get a discount if they drop our names?
No, they're not.
You charge them extra.
You charge them extra.
Well, actually, I'll be like 10% extra. No, extra. No, I'll be like, hey, whatever I made from we'll charge you extra, but then I'm gonna give it to PX. Don't worry, it's on her. And I'm joking.
It's a tip for your
No,
worst neighbors.
Hey, but if they ever drop
it's
it, why
worth
not?
it.
Right?
It's good coffee, right?
Then it's also a good way for me to keep track.
Yeah. See, so it's not a discount, but it's definitely like notoriety. What is it? Notoriety? How do you say that? Like,
There's notary?
No, not
the notary. No,
more. What am I saying? I'm saying the word.
Great business idea. Half cafe, half notary. Make bank. We'll make
you can make bank doing signatures. So,
that's true.
Yeah.
Like, here's your coffee. We gotta sign this or something. Is that how that works?
Signature.
Guys, I do not know how a notary works.
I used to be a notary, so I know how it works.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, you knocked like from door to door, or you scheduled appointments?
If people needed a document notarized saying that they are who they are and they're signing it, like if they need to go to the the embassy, right, and they're not from here, and so all they have is a passport, I would be the person to validate that the paperwork they're signing is them. And let's say if you don't have an ID, then they can bring a person that does have an ID and say, this person is who they are, and I can still notarize and validate that document. DMV documents use it, so if you ever need to sign DMV paperwork, they will ask for a notary, and that's where notaries make money per signature. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Notary.
Yeah.
It's a good side hustle for some people.
It is a good side hustle. Yeah, I'm not trying to be that though.
Yeah. By the way, you guys are related. What's the age difference?
Well,
I just found out he's older than I thought.
You guys both look very young.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I look older than both of y'all.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, hold on. I think...
Are you guys the same age?
No.
What's your age?
We found
He's
out
36.
each other's
We did?
age, but did.
He's
Last
36.
time you were visiting. Yes, I'm
How
36.
old are you?
I turned 36.
33.
Yes.
You're
I'm
33.
older.
I thought he was 33.
Yeah.
How old are you?
36.
36.
I turned 36 on October.
Okay.
October 24.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you're 40.
And I'm 40 water.
We want to censor that. I don't know if you want that censored.
Why would I care
I don't
about
know. Women get kind of weird about their age and shit.
You know what? Once you get to 40, you embrace that shit.
You
like I
embrace it?
love being 40.
And especially if you look
40 is the new
young.
15, I heard. So
The new what? 15?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
15.
that's what I heard. That's what I heard in Stockton. That's what I heard in
Does
Stockton.
it keep changing it?
Wilson Way?
That's what I heard on Wilson Way.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Now we're getting canceled. We're gonna get canceled. You mean the new 20s?
Yes, sure.
40s is the new 20s.
40s is the new 20s.
Yeah, I love being 40. So yeah, I'm proud when people ask me how old I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I'm 40.
40.
Yeah, I'm 40.
Like a
It's like a gang name.
No, the beer. What's the beer with the 40s?
Yeah, 40. Not like that, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 40s.
And 33.
Yeah, 36. He's older than you.
You're saying your
Jordan.
age.
You know what?
I wish I was 33.
I need stronger coffee in here. That's what it is. No, man, but that's awesome. Now, what made you want to start a cafe business?
It's really never been a plan. I didn't want to open a coffee shop, but it's more of like a tapioca, milk tea, or boba shop, whatever you want to call that place, right? I wanted to open a boba shop before.
Okay.
I did, but it totally changed afterwards. I was like, there's just too many competition, and it's a hit or miss if it's going to be a boba shop.
You're stocking a big boba town?
No, not so much, but then there are ones that are that people go to in particular.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were thinking ahead.
I was thinking ahead. I was like, might as well go for coffee.
So you're like, I'm not doing boba because there's too much competition. So I'm doing coffee to compete with Starbucks.
No, not the whole competition. It's more so with. It's a hit or miss. That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, and giving a local staple.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like one of the big differences between you and Starbucks is you use original and natural flavors.
No, for sure. And we do also do French press here. We don't do the normal regular lattes drip. No, we do drip. Espresso drinks. It's something that we don't do here. Yeah. Many places, everywhere you go, like all the coffee shops do espressos and stuff, you know? Who cares about the R? You're going to be drinking it anyway, right?
I see what you're saying, when they do the milk stuff on top.
But we can do that too. We can foam things up and then like maybe, but I don't know about like putting arts in there, but it all comes down to like having that cup, your caffeine, a good cup of coffee with natural flavors without having fake things in there and consuming stuff. We consume too much processed stuff already.
Yeah,
every day, so.
He's keeping people healthy too.
Yeah.
What's like a big no-no a customer would order?
Big no-no?
Yeah, you're just judging them based on their order alone.
So they walk in, so then they just immediately walk in and rush through the register and they go, okay, I just want to, can I get a latte? Like without looking at the menu. Without looking at the menu. I mean, I get it. The menu's on the side of the wall. I mean, all they do is just turn right. But
so you want them to look at the menu.
The fact that they're just straight at me.
You need the microphone on your mouth.
The fact that they're looking straight at me and straight through my eyes, and then they expect a latte. Can I get a latte?
Because they assume coffee means latte, but it doesn't. It's different. Latte is different from coffee.
It's a different way of making your coffee. Yeah, coffee's an umbrella.
But it's coffee's the umbrella.
Yes.
Latte is like a completely different type of drink, right?
Lattes with milk.
Milk. Yes.
Gotcha.
Your milk, whatever kind of milk, you know.
And then foam.
And
right? No.
Well, I mean, you could do cappuccino with foam, right? So, but that's more with frost milk. Yeah. Versus latte, it has a little bit more of the milk content, and then you get that foam going and your espresso shots. Yeah.
But we don't do that here.
And your syrups, if you're into that whole thing, the whole syrup thing, which a lot of people are. Yeah. Not many people are into plain lattes. There's still some like sweet tooth
people.
Yes, people. Yeah. I was gonna say the B word, but but that's when they go to their favorite usual spots, the Dutch Brothers and Starbucks.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, maybe the local like coffee shops here.
Because Eduardo said
and
it
he
earlier.
just said it earlier. I don't want to say that word. It's offensive.
Groundstack coffee is the place to go.
I looked at him with a smile.
I had your back, cousin. I had your back. I had your back when he tried to name drop another coffee place in here, and I made a joke out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I had your back.
Maybe I'll send one of my people here and then like spread the word.
I got a great idea. I would go over there and I'd be like, hey, I signed up for your open mic. Come to Groundstack Coffee.
Actually, that's a great subject to talk about. There was an open mic that was here earlier. How has it been having an open mic at your cafe? How was that experience?
Well, I stay up later. No, I'm just joking. It's okay. No, it's fun. I actually think it's like, it's an extended time, and it's a way for me to, I guess, like avoid going home, straight home, and then just like relax. What am I saying? No, it's like let's just say.
You know how they're related? They laugh the same way. You guys notice that?
It sounds like a car starting.
Yeah.
We love the same. It's adorable. It's
a floral laugh.
It's a floral.
It's a floral.
It's like forced.
I think he wants to marry you.
Oh, that is forced. Is it forced? Is that what it is?
No, it's not forced. I think we just have a specific type of laugh.
A specific laugh, right?
Like the floral laugh.
It's like a machine gun.
Oh my God! Yes.
I said a car starting.
That's true. Yeah. Oh my God! But but it's just different in the sense that it's just an extended time, and I'm always here to make people house people in if they want to drink their coffee. There are those all-nighter people that would like their caffeine, and this is the only way that they're able to get their coffee is having this extended time because of the comedy show. Yeah.
Now, since the open mic started here, have you gained more respect for stand-up or more disdain?
No, I've gained total respect, hands down, because I've seen this. I've seen. No, I wouldn't say it. No.
He's like, I've seen some poets.
No.
Oh yeah, that was a poetry guy.
Wait. So I have to say, right? Yeah. So before the open mic even started, or it got one show in, he was getting people to sign up for poetry, and he would ask me. He was "Hey, should we do poetry?" Or some people, and I told him straight up. I was like, "Cousin, I'm going to be honest with you. The energy changes when people are laughing, and then all of a sudden they're like hearing this depressing poetry." And he was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Watch, I'll show you." So we had two poets come, and then not in front of everybody, but they came, and then they were telling their poetry, and I put them up front at first, and one of them was actually a rapper, so like he brought the energy back up, but the other dude was Eduardo, and he fucking was doing that. This girl, she fell in love with me, I fell in love with her, and now my heart is broken.
This poor guy pours his heart out just for PX to make fun of him on a podcast.
Comedy open mic.
To listen to.
That is what happens when you go to comedy open mic.
Him too.
Oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna name him. How dare he comes in here and then try to name drop another coffee shop? Yeah, no, not on my clock.
Nah.
And
keep that emo poetry shit at home.
Something I noticed is that he cannot be interrupted. It needs to be very steady. No one should open that door when he's doing his thing.
Oh, we did that.
So you did it, and it's a good thing. Keep doing that.
He was like trying to talk to the audience. We're like, do your jokes, and we're like, he's a poet.
He's a poet, yeah. When he was interrupted, he just like completely stopped. He's like, I lost my train of thought. It needs to be quiet.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? I like this guy. Where's he at? Is he still here? We should do his poetry right now.
He's like a younger version of you, but taller.
That's
what he.
So he's really hot. He's really hot and taller.
Curly.
Yeah, he had the same shoes. Oh no,
Yeah.
With more hair.
I swear to God, we're making fun of this guy. I'm not. He's gonna shoot up the place.
No.
Oh my God, he has that. He has that look.
No.
He has that look.
He does have that serial killer look.
Yes.
Like that guy.
Jesus Christ.
That Latino serial killer.
You just never know. You just never know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared now, especially with the depressing poetry that he reads too. Yeah. Oh man, but what happens when he starts like breaking up with his love? Like his
I don't think he has a girlfriend or interest. Like love
and
interest.
He had a girlfriend. He would not be doing poetry in public. It's true. I used to be a young poet. I used to be him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
And then I got some pussy and I started doing comedy.
Oh, okay. How's that going for you?
But I got even less pussy now.
That sounds appropriate. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, guys. We're an X-rated comedy show. I forgot.
Yeah,
sorry, lady. They're having a full-on discussion. Yeah. Is everything okay? Yeah. What are you guys talking about? Boy problems? Can I talk? Can we talk? Can I join in?
Yeah.
It's therapy now. What happened? He's an asshole. I know. He's the worst. He's a sweet guy. If a guy does poetry, will that work on you two girls? If a guy does poetry to get your number, would that work on you? She said no.
She said hell no. She didn't just say no. She said hell no.
Yeah. What was it, Eduardo? Was it Eduardo that tried?
Is that the reason why he left?
Yeah, he was like, oh my gosh, it's her. The poetry's about you. You broke his heart.
You know what? I'm surprised. More Latinos should do poetry because we're very dramatic people. We're very dramatic. I feel there should be more Latin poets.
So I have to interrupt that. So one of the things also I heard about Latino men, I'm not saying I said this.
How racist is this going to be? How racist is this going to be? Go ahead, PX. Speak your truth.
Verify, okay? Latinos, verify. I didn't say this. A Latino woman told me this. She's our #1 fan of Your Worst Neighbor. So shout out to Jessie. She's going to be listening to this. And she says that Jorge interrupts me all the time during the podcast, which he hasn't done it yet today.
Have you guys heard her talk? Can you blame me? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
See, thanks for taking the example. But she was saying, because she's Latina, and she's like, oh yeah, I don't know if it's a Latino thing because my dad interrupts all the time. So I don't know.
I think she's expressing her dad problems.
I don't know.
I think she's projecting her dad problems on me.
Yeah, which she hates you. I'm just kidding. You're the worst neighbor.
Yeah, to Jesse. No.
Yeah, so shout out to Jesse. She came to the show last night.
By the way, thank you. Let's give it up one more time for Mark.
Thank you so much.
And let's and guys, are we having a good time so far? Let me get a temperature check.
Make some noise, yeah.
You can listen to this episode later on Spotify, Apple, all over.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, so you heard it.
Stay available on platforms.
Yeah, but I know we're a little earlier than expected, but let's do some plugs. Then we'll bring them some guests up with us. So let's get some plugs going. PX, what you plugging on?
If you want to find out more about me, visit pxcomedy.org. My website is not fully functioning, but if anyone wants to test it out, click the contact me button because no one does. And I do have my regular shows every Sunday at Foxtail, which will be taking a break during the holidays. So we have 2 more weeks, and then Comedians and Empanadas, which is every Wednesday, and of course Groundstack Coffee every Mondays.
All right, folks, follow me on Instagram, Jorge M. Sanchez. On Twitter, JMS South Bay Boy. And,
South Bay Boy.
Yeah. And, come catch, if you're in San Jose on a Sunday, catch some comedies, live stand-up at Brenham Lounge every Sunday, 8 o'clock. And if you have not already, subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple. Also, you can email us at yourworstneighborspodcast@gmail.com. And follow us on social media, Your Worst Neighbors Podcast. And Schmitty, our sound guy today, you got any plugs?
Hey guys, how we doing?
Good.
We forgot you to do Schmitty.
He's our sound guy. We can't do shit without him.
How we doing tonight, folks?
We're doing great.
As usual, just give me a follow at Sam Schmidt Comedy on Instagram. Check out new episodes of I Should Be Ashamed up every Tuesday and Friday wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, there we go. All right, folks, we're going to bring up two guests up here. They're both comedians. They're one of my favorite people in the comedy community. They're hilarious.
What about me?
And, wow, she got to make it about you.
Yeah, I am, because I'm your fucking neighbor, bro. I'm just kidding.
No, but they're
my favorite, too.
But they also co-host with you here, right, at Groundstack
It's hypothetical
Coffee.
Comedy.
Hypothetical comedy. Give it up for the lovable couple comedian duo
Bring
of Sam Medina and Athena Rodriguez. All right. Are you okay there, Sam?
There you go.
You guys here. Check their levels. Oh, sorry.
I like to read a poem now.
No!
The leaves are getting dark.
It's on.
Okay.
It's
I like to read a
Sam
poem now.
Yeah.
Sam and Sam.
The speaker's facing away from us.
This is called How Much I Love Jorge.
I think this is the first time we had 2 Sams.
How much?
2 Sams, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Too many Sams, in my
Sam and
opinion.
Sam. Not enough.
Too many.
There can only be one.
Plenty of Sams to go around.
Sam Schmidt.
So for Athena and Sam, how was your experience running the open mic here?
Oh, it's really fun. I think we've had quite the turnout since we started. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been fun. It's been good. It's a good spot.
I have
it's
to
starting
thank
to get
them.
some traction.
I love them. They're my neighbors.
Would you guys visit Stockton before you hosted here? Like, was Stockton a destination for you guys at all?
Well, yeah, because my daughter goes to
Your daughter goes to school
Delta.
here.
Yeah.
Has she shot up a police station before?
We're trying to wait until her sophomore year in college. I feel like that's an older kid.
Right.
You know?
Is she in high school, your daughter?
No, she's actually
She's in
a
college.
freshman in college.
Whoa!
He's hard of hearing. He totally missed the word college.
My sweet baby child.
I know.
Yeah.
You know,
Does she go to the Pacific College here?
she goes to Delta actually.
Oh.
Where's that at?
It's
It's in
kind of down the
Stockton.
street more.
You know what's so funny?
It's also Stockton.
I didn't know Stockton even had a university.
Yeah.
They don't.
They don't?
Oh, wait, I thought that's what UOP stands for.
University of Pacific.
Oh, then I guess it does. It's Stockton.
Look, he says
Well, it's
he
a private
didn't know.
school. God.
Is it a private school?
No, it's a University Pacific.
University
Then we have
Pacific.
Delta College, one of the most prestigious colleges that everybody from out of town goes to just to go to college.
You know what? I feel like a college in Stockton, you could like major in making math. I feel.
You can major. You do 4 years there.
He did not listen to me. he's like,
UOP. All right.
You know though, honestly, guys, give it up for Stockton. The best math I ever had was in Stockton.
Oh, dang.
Give it up for Stockton. That's Stockton pride right there.
Yeah, you're good. You can pull it. I mean, don't say pull it. Now, cords are getting entwined.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Yeah, I see.
Now, for the people in the crowd, it's actually very rare for two comedians to be a couple, a married couple.
Wait, how many comedians are usually a couple?
Not many comedians are married and do comedy together like you guys are. But this is rare.
I admire that.
You see, comedians were toxic as fuck. So the fact that they're married,
that's true.
Like,
super toxic.
How does that work? Tell me, what's your secret?
We're toxic married people.
You just be toxic together, you know?
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, be toxic together.
Yeah, be like, you're bad for the environment, I'm bad for the environment.
Let's be bad together.
Yeah. Styrofoam this marriage.
Fucking Bonnie and Clyde of comedy over here.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
What, police stations?
It's Athena and
I never saw the police station, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But on top of that, you guys podcast together?
Yep.
Yeah.
They have hypothetical comedy, and then you also have woo talk woo to me.
Oh, and hypothetical wrestling podcast.
What?
We have all kinds on the Hypothetical Comedy Podcast Network.
Wow.
We have all kinds of podcasts on there.
So why is it that you guys are guests on our podcast, but we are not guests on your podcast?
Well, correction. I've been a guest because I'm the best neighbor.
Excuse me, but you both have been, I guess, on our podcast.
But not together.
No, not together.
Why you gotta be like that?
We have to showcase your
I
awesomeness individually.
Okay, well that means that now we're not going to be a guest.
Well, we would love that. We would love for you guys to be a guest.
That'd be a good mashup, right?
We don't have podcast parties like this, you know.
Yeah. Hypothetical comedy mashup with your worst neighbors. I mean, because if you think about it, we're kind of like neighbors, right? San Jose, Stockton, like we're still a neighboring. I mean, not too far, but far enough.
Well, we used to be in San Jose, so we were neighbors there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So now we're getting hypothetical. It's a hypothetical situation.
Yes.
You know, I just realized this is the first time we have a sofa. This kind of feels like a little porno video, doesn't it?
Oh my God.
No, it does not.
I'm Jorge 22 right now.
No, it does not.
We're interviewing these porns.
That's all he's thinking about the entire time we're talking.
You know those orgy pornos where they're like in the warehouse, kind of? This is what it reminds me right now.
What kind of warehouse has a sofa in it?
It's just me? Okay.
Jorge's casting call, you guys. This is Jorge's casting call.
It's just you. Why? What kind of porn are you watching where there's always a sofa? Right? I mean,
He watches the ones he watches the porns that can't afford a bed.
there's usually a bed. Exactly, a bed. Like, what is
That's
that?
more relatable.
He's like, I watch a porno where they do it
Now
in
I'm
the park.
gonna look up sofa porn. Like,
That's funny.
see.
Hey, I'm sorry, I got distracted. What are we talking about?
Yeah, from the sofa, apparently. I forgot what we're talking about. We're talking about being neighbors. They're from hypothetical. We're,
Your Worst Neighbors podcast, which is hypothetical.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, one of the segments today. Are you ready for it?
I love the segment.
I'm excited.
Oh, segments.
So basically, we're gonna face off right now. We're gonna see who is the better podcast duo.
Oh, it's a real battle.
Well, you have the home field advantage.
Oh yeah.
You guys have home. We're from San Jose.
But what does it say on the podcast marquee?
Oh,
there you go.
okay.
We don't have a marquee.
Why are you saying that he's on our podcast?
Well, do we have one?
So it's hypothetical comedy versus Your Worst Neighbors podcast.
All right.
Oh my.
And Sam, take it away. What are we
All right,
doing?
where we're going? Where are we taking it?
Well, folks, that is correct. Right now we have the podcast Newlyweds Game.
Oh crap.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, we already lost because we're divorced, Jorge.
Oh, dang.
Like, we're already divorced. Oh, wow, we got music.
Double-sided. Oh my.
There we go.
The way this one's going to work today, folks, we are going to have 3 rounds where you and your podcast partner We'll be answering a series of questions for a tally of points. At the end of the game tonight, the podcast crew with the most points wins bragging rights and an undisclosed prize because we did not have a pre-production meeting. You guys, welcome in to the podcast Newlywed Game.
When you want to switch? I know, right? Me and Athena. Yeah, me and Athena, you and Jorge.
Read my mind. Thank you.
Don't do it. Don't put me with Jorge.
Finally.
Don't put me with Jorge. He'll take me the Wilson way and leave me there.
You guys already know how I am with marriage, so
That would be funny if Sam was with Sam.
or he's not even involved.
Hey, PX.
We lost the crowd.
Hey,
We're
PX.
walking him. We're walking
We're
him.
walking the crowd.
Thank you, Joyce.
They're like, fuck with these two
Thank you guys
couples.
for coming.
Thanks for being here.
Come back next time.
It's so fun. We must as well just have this podcast in our studio.
No, because we have Athena and Sam.
We still got one guy here.
Yeah, Jose Olivas.
And two disinterested women.
It's
So
the Stockton place.
It's Stockton,
Yeah,
so we can do
it's
this.
okay.
It feels on brand.
yeah.
Like it feels on brand.
Gotcha.
Feels like
All
we're in
right, so
Stockton.
Sam, take it away.
All right, let's go.
All right, folks, the way round number one is going to work, there will be 3 questions for everybody to answer together. Each duo of podcasters, you will be answering the question individually for a chance of 2 points per question.
Okay.
There will be 3 questions about your podcast and its history. Are we ready?
Ready.
Yes.
The first question for both the Hypothetical Comedy crew and your Worst Neighbors crew: what is your podcast anniversary? In other words, what is the date your first episode was published?
Wait, do you know the answer to ours, too?
I know the answer for yours too.
Oh shit! He did his research. Okay, I'm gonna take a crack at this.
We've got our participants guessing.
An
They are
actual date,
writing
right?
down
An
their
actual
numbers.
date. Okay. I got.
I'm very
I got
curious
mine.
to see whether or not your Worst
Okay,
Neighbors remembers.
I'm good.
Okay, I'm ready.
It was more recently.
I'm
I
ready.
hate it.
Can we put the year
Can
or
we still
just
switch?
the year?
Does the year? Oh, we need the year too. Okay, that's okay. The year.
That's
Okay.
This would be.
this is cold-blooded, man.
I know. I wasn't expecting. This is a good question.
So if me and you match up, we get a point.
Yeah, 2 points.
Okay,
Each
one
of
point
you,
per person.
Jorge, the way the first round works is each of you get a point
Right,
just for
because we
being
all have to
right.
get it.
Matching
Okay.
starts in the second round.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay,
Quarter
gotcha.
points.
So on 3, we're going to have
right?
everybody turn around. We will look at the boards, and then I will reveal the correct answers. 1, 2, 3.
Can it be 3 points for getting the month and maybe the year right?
Oh my God.
So we've got 2 different answers from the Hypothetical Comedy Crew. We've got a June 13th, 2022, and a March of 2021.
Look, it was a bold guess. I
It should be
think.
3 points, so they get points
We're
for
going to
the
year
month.
off there. We will get to the correct answer in just a moment.
Because if we get the month right, the year right, it should
For
get points
PX
for
and
that.
Jorge, we've got a guess of October
good guess.
20. It's October 12th, 2021, and
a really
October
good guess.
18th, 2022.
Put
Oh, that's
2022.
close. That's close. Those are close.
Yeah, but you put a year later.
Oh, they put a different
It's
year?
already been a year. We're breaking
Both
up.
teams have put
We're
down
breaking up.
different years for the start of their podcast.
It's a different year.
Neither podcast has been on for that many multiple years.
What's the answer?
So what's the
So
answer?
the answer for question number 1 for the Your Worst Neighbors podcast, the very first episode was published on October 29th of 2022.
I should have known that was my kid's
Oh, he was
birthday.
so close.
2022.
Jorge was extremely close, but unfortunately,
wrong
neither
year.
member of the team
Price is right.
Can we get the month? Can we get 1 point for the month? No, at least 1 point for the month.
I
For
get
the
a point for the month.
Hypothetical Comedy Crew.
Let's see, what is it?
The correct answer is May 7th, 2021.
Oh, you were so close.
2021.
Well, our first episode,
So it
though.
should be 1 point if you get the month right, the
I
year
didn't get the
right.
day at all.
We've got 2 months right in each of those guesses, so we'll give 0.5 points
All right, all
to
right.
each team through question number 1.
Each team. Now you raise
That
it.
would
I like
hurt.
this.
That was
You raise
funny.
it.
That means we don't know our podcast at all. So now we remember it.
Sam does everything.
Yeah. Okay.
That's okay. I didn't know either. I didn't know either.
What's the next question?
Question number 2 of the podcast Newlywed Game. Who was your first podcast guest?
Oh, yeah, I got this
Oh, I
one.
got it.
PX is deep in thought about this one.
Can I share my answer, PX?
No,
you may not.
I can't.
I appreciate that PX wants to play by the rules, though.
PX is like, I will not cheat.
Getting high.
That's what he's been married a lot of times.
All right.
All right, folks, do we have our answers?
Yeah.
You ready to reveal? And turn around those boards. We've got
A match.
all correct answers across the board.
All right.
Neighbors crew. Melanie,
Shout out
Melanie,
to
Melanie
Paul
Shaw was the
Kilmer.
first guest
Yeah.
for hypothetical comedy.
Yeah.
Paul Kilmer was the first.
Comedy Magic,
Yes.
Magic Comedy, Paul Kilmer.
So we're tied so far. We're all tied.
Yeah.
Both teams tied at 1.5 points for the first two questions.
All right.
For question number 3, the last question of round number 1. How many episodes of your podcast have been released to date?
Ooh.
Your time begins right
We just
now.
talked about this.
All right.
Okay.
I'm set.
All right, folks, let's see those boards.
Oh gosh.
We've got 4 different answers on 4 different boards. I do see 2 correct answers, though.
Oh.
For your worst neighbors crew, the correct answer is 39. There are 39 episodes to date. Jorge gets a point.
Yeah.
I guess I was
For the
counting
neighbors
this
crew.
episode.
For the hypothetical comedy crew, the correct answer is 66 episodes.
Yeah, the
Sam getting a
producer.
point for hypothetical comedy there.
The producer knows. The producer knows.
Oh, man.
The person publishing the episodes now.
Exactly.
So, folks, 3-1 round. We are tied 2.5.
Boys.
Yeah.
Is that a penis?
Whoa. I don't know why there's water coming
See,
from here.
we should have split boys
like
against
that ribbon
girls.
you
We'd be
posted.
winning right now. We should have split boys
So what's the
versus
next part?
girls.
This is what I thought it was. Your ribbon.
Hey.
Round number 2.
Okay, round 2.
All right, now we got a
For
match.
round number 2, this is when matching comes into play. The leading team, we are tied right now, so we will give it to Your Worst Neighbors podcast for hosting the game. Gets to draft questions 1 through 4. There are 4 different questions. Each team will have to answer 2 of them.
Okay.
The way it will simply work is a full match, meaning exactly the same answer. You get 1 point. A half a point for within the same ballpark, a close answer, and 0 for a miss. Jorge Sanchez, 1 through 4, which question would you like to claim?
Let's go in 1.
1.
Good answer. Good answer.
Hypothetical comedy, which question, 2 through 4, would you like to claim?
3.
Question
Good
number
answer.
3
Good
has
answer.
been claimed. Jorge,
Yeah.
which question would you like to claim?
Because 3's already claimed, so
2 and 4. 2 and 4.
Which one do you want?
Let's go 4.
4.
Skin.
Can I get 2? Can I get
Can't
2?
get 2, Sam.
Hell
2
yeah.
is available. So we will go question number 1.
This is us. Your
Yeah,
worst neighbor.
this is us. Just the
PX.
2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 2.
Okay,
go
let's
ahead.
stop it.
Question number 1, PX. Who is Jorge's what is Jorge's least favorite podcast episode?
For your worst
Dang.
neighbors, right?
Yes,
yeah,
for
I
your
already know
worst
what it is.
neighbors.
I know which one it is.
Mine hasn't come out yet.
All right. I'm ready.
Their answers,
I don't know the name of it, but I know which episode it is.
Oh, yeah.
So.
their answers have been written. Their least favorite episode. Let's turn those boards around.
The one I was not on.
It was the one that was only me and PX.
I knew that was it. I knew that was it.
Hey, I
Nice.
like that
Nice.
episode.
That's
Everybody liked that episode. That's the number 1 episode everybody likes. And it hurts my feelings.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, it was just PX or just Jorge?
No, it was just me and Sam. Jorge
Oh.
wasn't there.
Nobody interrupting.
I know. That is what was happening.
That's why it's my least favorite. I'm like, I'm listening. He's like, someone got to interrupt her. God damn it.
You should have called in,
He
Jorge.
didn't even listen to the episode. He was
should've
so
called in.
upset.
Dang.
I'm like, hey, we
I
don't
was upset.
He just
but-
we don't take phone
This is
calls.
not my favorite.
We don't
I'm
take
just
phone calls. We have a caller.
All right, what do we got?
All right, hypothetical comedy. Question number 2.
You got a point, by the way. High five.
We know each other.
What is Sam's favorite episode of the podcast?
Oh, crap.
That's a good question.
This? Oh,
Such
yes.
good
Obviously, he has to know. Yeah, he's gonna write down his answer and. Yeah.
All right.
Should we like a time?
No, I mean.
I don't want dead air.
I'm watching him right. We're doing it.
Okay, but it should be like 3, 2, 1.
Dang, that was a hard one.
Sam, you got your answer?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here they go. Flip those
judge me.
boards.
Different
answer.
I was going to put that too.
We interviewed a comedian
What does it say, Kristen?
Kristen Lumberg.
Drew Blues, and he told a story about getting tased for a TV show, and it was the best story I ever heard in my life.
Good.
Folks, be sure to go check out that episode of Hypothetical Comedy after listening to this episode of Your Worst Neighbors podcast.
Okay.
We've got question number 3.
All right, number 3. Yeah, this is fun.
All right, there we go.
Are we ready for number 3,
That's us,
folks?
right? No, we're not number 3. They're number 3. We're number 4.
Go for it. Sorry.
Yeah, we're number 4.
Oh, you're 1 and 4? Okay.
Yeah, we're number 4. You guys pick who's number 3.
I don't know.
We're winning so far.
Yeah. You guys get this.
I can tell. Yeah.
Get this.
Hypothetical Comedy. This is another one about Sam's tastes. Particularly, how long does a podcast have to be before Sam no longer cares about the subject of the podcast?
They both can't answer. They're both dumbfounded. Yeah, well, all right.
She started writing. She knew the answer.
Sam seems
When we're done
confident.
writing, flip those boards around. I'm very curious to see the answer here.
I have no idea.
Go for it.
Even Sam doesn't know.
2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes. I'll call those close enough for a half a point.
Half a point.
We'll call those close enough for a half a
Okay, good. We're in the same ballpark.
Disqualification.
I almost said 420 just for the heck of it.
Flag.
But I knew she wouldn't guess that.
Your Worst Neighbors podcast,
All
question
right.
number 4. This
For
one's for you.
the win.
All right. Let's do this.
For round number 2.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
PX, there is one
Think
question
alike.
for the final round after this, but this will give you a good lead.
Okay.
What is a subject neither of you would ever want to talk about on the podcast?
Oh, man.
A subject that neither of us?
Neither of you would ever want to talk about on the podcast.
But hold on. But shouldn't it be
Both of you combined, you both know you would never go there.
like something we both would not want to
I'm
talk
trying to think of all the cancel culture stuff that we talk about, but even then we
But
talk
I
about
like
it.
talking about that stuff.
Yeah, I know we talk about it, so
That's a good
But it has to be something we both don't want.
yeah,
Not
something we both don't want.
Fuck, this is a hard one. But you know what?
Do you have an answer?
No.
This one's hard.
This one is hard. How come they get the easy ones?
Hey, you're winning, remember?
I'm just writing an answer. I'm writing an answer,
Oh
Okay,
boy.
let's see.
and we'll see. I have a feeling he's not going to
I
think
got
this.
it, I
I know
got it.
he's not going to
Oh,
think
wait, can I
this.
put an answer too?
Yeah, I know he's not going to with the same answer as me
Why?
because I just know you, and it's not going to be this. But I'm going for a long shot because I don't know.
All right, let's see those answers.
Oh wait, can I change? Hold on, let me change mine.
Oh, PX has changed
Yeah, so
the last
look at
one.
my eye.
That
Oh
doesn't
my
tell me
god, you
anything.
can't communicate with your eyes, dang it. That's not
Marsh comes by
fair.
blinking.
Okay, I'm here. This is because I know Jorge, and I'm hoping that this is what he puts.
All right, let's see those boards.
Wait.
Oh my goodness.
Let's
my
see those
God.
boards. Here we go. Boards.
I'm behind you guys.
Jorge says personal comedy beef, and PX says the 49ers losing.
I feel like he
PX,
would
go
talk
home.
about that.
You know what's
PX,
crazy? Is that
PX,
she's
go
right.
home.
Yeah, I know he wouldn't want to
PX
talk
nailed
about
that
that.
question.
Why did you do that, Jorge?
I know.
Why did you lose?
I'm going to tell you
PX,
that my first
PX,
answer
go
was
home.
pedophiles, and then I was like, wait a minute.
All right, folks. So currently, as it stands,
Damn.
Your Worst Neighbors podcast holds a 3.5 to 3-point lead. Just a half a point dividing
Half
up
a
the two
point.
teams, with only one question left
Ooh,
for the
this is the
final
breaker.
round.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Híjole,
All right.
let's do it.
3 points will be given for a perfect word-for-word match.
Uh-oh.
2 for the same basic answer. 1 for a half a point, kind of like you're sort of on it. The only question for both teams is, What would be the number one reason for a podcast divorce? Your time begins right now.
Podcast divorce?
And while we're doing this, let's take a moment to thank Groundstack one more time.
Can you use podcast divorce in a sentence?
Where's the
We no longer do our podcast because of our podcast divorce.
I'm just putting it out there. I'm answering comedically.
Okay.
Hits.
Which I don't know what that means. I'm thinking realistically. So
I'm thinking comedically.
okay. Oh, I'm thinking realistically. Which comedically?
This is a controversial question.
You know, we might get divorced after this episode. We might get divorced after this episode. I think about it.
Okay, that's perfect.
All right, here we go.
I think so too.
Go for it. Let's do it.
All right,
Wait,
folks.
is using this contest a reason?
Okay.
That's actually
Your worst neighbors, reveal first. What are our answers?
I found.
a new neighbor.
You know what?
The exception from the new neighbors and another episode with Halloween. That's the same ballpark, folks. That's at least a point.
Damn.
See, she knows how narcissistic I am. She knows.
All right, hypothetical
Don't
comedy.
forget to tag us on Your Worst Neighbors podcast.
Your Worst Neighbors.
Tag us.
Your Worst Neighbors.
2
podcast.
points, a basic match would be for
Good
the
job.
win.
We did it.
That's good.
Narcissism for the win.
Yeah.
We're not
I know
matching.
you better than I
Let's
do.
see those boards.
We hate each other.
If we win podcasting, if we hate each other. That feels like the same ballpark, honestly.
Yeah, because we can't win podcasting if you like each other.
Bingo. That sounds like 4 points right there. At the end of the day, Your Worst Neighbors podcast takes it 4.5 to 4.
Podcast couple than an actual married couple. That's what I
Like a
think.
man recount.
I think I'm going to marry Jorge so I can ruin it.
Yeah, but if you marry Jorge, you got to call it your
Podcast
worst
divorce.
spouse
Yeah.
podcast.
We're already broken up. Yeah.
That was awesome, guys. Sorry you guys lost, but hey, good game.
Those were
good
really
game.
good questions.
Good game, hell yeah.
But
Hey, we'll have you
let
on
the
to do
people
it.
know that Your Worst Neighbors podcast is #1 duo comedy podcast.
Well, let's just say we'll have you on our podcast and do a game show too, and our producer.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say,
And our
since we
producer
won,
will write
now
the
we-
questions.
We went in your house. Gizmo will write
Oh,
the
they're taking shots at the sound producer. Oh, shit. Let's do a quick temperature check right now. The 2 people in the room. You guys having a good time?
Karen's here too, so yeah. See?
Just one guy.
See, look at
One
that.
guy. Just the
Look
guy.
at that.
Oh, the 3 people.
Yeah. Stockton.
Are you
Police.
also PX's cousin?
No.
No.
Jorge.
Well, I'm just curious. Yeah, I can't ask if you are related.
Just because it was
That was a free country.
so fucking racist.
No, because he's still here.
Because he's actually supporting the podcast and the venue.
They like games.
If you don't mind me asking, what ethnicity are you, by the way?
They wanted to know who was going to win the podcast debate.
What? You're Vietnamese. That's even more racist.
No,
than you would think.
bro. Honestly, bro, Vietnamese over Filipinos all day. I'm just kidding.
You know, based on food, I would choose
Get that
Vietnamese
pho.
food. I love pho. I love spring
Get that.
rolls.
Oh, he's moving. Oh, I'm sorry. I was kidding. There, we put him in the spot.
Jorge got our one fan to leave.
What? I fucked it up, guys. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Thank you for coming out.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Jorge,
Karen.
you cost our
Well,
one
you know what?
fan.
We're on brand, though. We're on brand.
Yeah.
We're on brand.
Yeah, cancel culture.
Cancel
Bye,
culture.
We love you.
I just want to say, when this podcast started, this was a full room.
Yeah. This is packed.
That's all I know.
After we're gonna add laughs. We're gonna add. I guess
We're going to add the laugh tracks.
Yeah. They'll be like, "Oh, Jorge, we want your number." Chance.
Shout out to We Agree Podcast.
Oh yeah, it's
Jose
you guys.
Olivas for sticking
It's
around.
408. Oh wait.
8675309.
Oh look, Jose wants it.
That's Jenny's number.
SJ South Boy is your email.
What?
You guys can email all complaints
No, that's
too.
a song.
Oh, okay. I know that's a song. I was just saying people are going to cancel us and they're
See
going
what I mean?
wanna
Like
email.
we know each other, and yet we fight all the time.
Yeah, it's because you interrupt me. That's why. Yeah,
Oh, that's
but it's
true.
okay.
It's because
It's
your
okay.
bond is so strong.
Yeah, no, we're very
it's so
vocals. Well, I'm more vocal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell in the questions. We know each other.
Do you guys listen to our podcast, by the way?
Yeah, she listens to it more, but yeah.
I do.
Yes, and she calls back
She's
on
a
it all
huge
the time.
fan.
Yeah.
Tell me one thing you like about me in it.
What a narcissist.
That one episode that you. That was before you were gone.
That's gross, Jorge.
Be honest. No, I'm just kidding.
She just said the favorite one is the
I
one
like
that
the
you're
one
not
where you
on
weren't
to.
there.
Yeah. See?
Damn, that's cool. No, I actually enjoy when Jorge sometimes plays, devil's advocate and kind of like looks at it from a different perspective.
I'm a devil.
Are there any episodes
Diablo.
that sticks out to you the most? Like, is there any episode that sticks like
a super favorite
Well, yeah,
one?
you know what?
Yeah,
That's
like
a
a
good
super
question.
favorite.
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
What's your favorite episode of ours?
This one.
Okay,
This one.
so I mean,
yay.
it has my favorite part in it, but you guys had like Leslie Lang on it one time.
There's two of them with her.
Yeah, we had a
Okay,
couple.
so this one was when she was letting you guys know that she thinks that she had a crumble addiction. And then you guys were like, well, how often do you order? And she's like, oh, maybe once or twice a week. And you guys are like, no, that's not bad. That's not bad. And then proceed to try to order it. And she's like, oh, this is how you order it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Let me help you. No, you gotta order it. They have the special flavors. Oh my God, don't order the crumble.
I know. She's on me.
Stop enabling her.
Enabling her.
You guys made her life crumble.
Which call back on that? My daughters, they till this day they tell me, yeah, because someone ate all the crumble cookies on the episode. Yeah,
That wasn't me.
It was. She's like, you and your friends, mom, were eating the crumble cookies.
Oh, we ate there. I did.
Yeah, you did.
I ate her daughter's crumbles.
And then
That's cold.
Yeah.
And then
I do it
was
again,
like,
too.
I'll get you guys crumble, right? Because I think they did something with me, and so I was like, I'll get you guys crumble. And then the next day, my daughter got pissed because I ate her fucking crumble cookie. I know, and she was so mad.
You ate the make-up crumble cookie?
Dude, I did, and she was so mad. She popped off at me on the restaurant, and then I popped off back.
That's
I
worse
was
than eating the original one.
Yes, and then I was like, you know what? I won't do that again. And she's like, stop lying, mom.
Dang.
I feel terrible. I'm a terrible mother.
I think you should buy her a crumble gift card and stay in the car.
Yeah, I know, right? Buy the crumble gift card. Yeah, it was.
I can't
it was
imagine
bad.
you getting all like heated with your daughter over crumble cookies.
Oh, I know. Well, I wasn't mad about her being upset. The fact that I apologized and she wouldn't accept my apology because every time I apologized, I kept laughing.
I mean, but it's a crumble cookie.
I mean, yeah, and she really wanted this cookie, and it was one of the s'more crumble cookies, and it was so. I left a quarter of it left. I never felt like such an asshole. And she's like, Mom, I'm not even mad that you ate it. I'm mad they didn't even tell me about it because I was looking so forward to coming home to eating that cookie after school. And when I looked at it, there was like one piece with a little marshmallow on top. Oh my God. I'm terrible.
Well,
I'm ruining her childhood right now.
I just there, man. On that note, let's give it up one more time for the hypothetical comedy.
That was us.
Before we close out, you guys want to plug your podcast? Where can people listen to your podcast at?
Well, we have three
Name
of
all
them.
of them. Yeah,
All three of them.
Oh, okay.
We're going to find all three of them.
We have the Hypothetical Comedy Podcast, Talk Woo Woo to Me podcast, and then we also have the Hypothetical Wrestling podcast. And all of them you can listen to at Spotify and Apple and everything.
Also, Pro Wrestling Nation, where I interview pro wrestlers from around the world.
That's
Wow.
correct. He does.
Awesome.
So awesome.
So, and you know what? This guy's been so supportive. Plug your pie. This guy's in the front row.
This guy's name is Jose Olivas, and he needs to leave us.
Get close to us.
Jose Olivas, a.k.a. Batman, and I'm with that We Degree podcast. Yeah, you can follow me on...
Wait, you're Batman?
You can follow me on Instagram, and I'm available on Spotify and YouTube. I got episodes out and everything. And, I be having, all sorts of guests, including the Broski, who be doing, comedy too. Yes.
Awesome. Wait. Did you say you're Batman?
Yes.
We're doomed. We're fucking doomed, you guys.
Why?
If he's watching the city, we're doomed.
Right? Yep. Stockton is my Gotham. That's what it is, right? Stockton is my Gotham. That's why I got it tatted on the neck. Yep.
Oh, yes.
Just punch him and take the mic back.
You do. Okay, you really have that on your neck, and you do have a Batman tattoo on your hand.
He
Okay.
does.
All right.
There he is.
I think he's a bad man.
Your opinion, who portrayed Batman the best? Which actor?
Michael Keaton. He was my favorite too. He's
not my favorite.
Batman.
He's not my
He's
favorite.
my favorite Batman.
Adam West.
Oh, okay. That's really old.
You fucking hipster. Shut the fuck up. You've never seen one episode.
Yeah, I've seen the movie that Adam West made.
And then also, where can we find out more about Athena and Sam? We didn't ask them that. Their plugs. Where can we find out more about you guys?
Oh, we're at hypotheticalcomedy.com. You can go check that out. And we're also on Facebook at Hypothetical Comedy Network.
Okay.
Yeah, what she said. And at Funky San Medina.
Well, on that note, I think that's a good area to conclude this live podcast here in Stockton at Groundstack Coffee. One more time, give it up for everybody who stuck around still.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for the people who did not make it, so it was next time.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was surprised my friend left. She came here for the podcast, and then she was like, bye.
Like before it started or while it was happening?
She left while we were doing the podcast. We walked her.
Maybe she got what she wanted out of
anybody
it.
in a podcast, but apparently we can do that.
We did walk. We walk normal people, but we usually don't walk friends. So
Hey, but the good part is I can hear myself now.
Yeah. Oh, you can hear yourself?
Sam, talk to the mic. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think that concludes the podcast. Yeah.
He's saying, don't say you're walking people. It makes you look bad on the air.
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
No, but that's our brand.
Yeah. We like making emphasis on what's really happening.
That's our brand, exercise.
Comics will walk people, so will this podcast.
We encourage people to exercise. That's why we want them to walk.
We want them to walk. Okay, that makes sense.
No, but that being said, we do have listeners that enjoy our content, so thank you so much. And catch us at a live show. Follow us on social media. Y'all, it's been a good times here. Y'all have a good night.
Groundstack.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.